Good day, everyone. My name is Ann Minica M. Lanoa Alvarez, but you can call me Ann or Micah. Today, I will continue our group's discussion for Module 11, Producing a Radio Magazine, focusing specifically on its guidelines. Before we proceed, let's have a quick recap. What is a radio magazine? A radio magazine features a variety of topics and formats, designed with a specific audience in mind. It is typically aired as a regular series, whether daily, weekly, or several times a week. My group mates have already discussed the first two guidelines in producing a radio magazine, the title and the signature tune. Now, we will discuss the role of the host or presenter. So, what does the host or presenter do in producing a radio magazine? The host sets the tone of the program through their approach and style. Unless the host has achieved superstar status, it is often beneficial to have two presenters engaging in a lively dialogue. This creates a dynamic and engaging presentation. Question: should the host be a good broadcaster or an expert on the subject matter? Well, it depends on the producer. Ideally, it is best to find both qualities in the same person. An expert can be trained to become a broadcaster and vice versa to some extent. An alternative is to use both an expert and a broadcaster as co-host. The person who knows their material is generally preferable. Credibility is crucial. One example is Usapang de Campanilla, a legal advice program where listeners can call in and ask questions about legal matters, hosted by notable lawyers Attorney Claire Castro, Attorney Danny Concepcion, and Miss Mariao. It aired every Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. on DZMM Radio Patrol sa Istrenta, now DWPM, and Teleradio. The show started in early 2000s and continued for many years until it ended in 2020, when ABS-CBN broadcast franchise was not renewed, leading to the shutdown of DCMM's radio operations. Let me share the Usapang de Campanilla advertisement with you.
Obligato pa po ba ako
Paano
mag-dito
po kaya nila maibebenta?
Tama po ba yung ginawa ko?
Tanong ko lang po sa akin regarding po doon sa property nung kuya ko.
Tambak-tambak na kaso?
Kaming bahala sa inyo, libreng konsultasyon para sa legal na mga concerns. Handang-handa na po ang ating abogado ng bayan na sagutin ang inyong mga katanungan.
Usapang de Campanilla. Lunes hanggang Biyernes alas 9 ng gabi. Dito lamang sa DZMM.
Aside from being a good broadcaster or an expert on the subject matter, here are other virtues that add to the listenability of a radio magazine. Number 1, friendly and outgoing. Number 2, companionable. Number 3, informal. Number 4, briskly businesslike. And lastly, number 5, knowledgeable and authoritative. For this, I would like to cite one of the popular radio personalities in the Philippines, the Tambalan of Nicole Yala and Chris Chuper. The duo had been on-air tandem for 20 years, which recently ended as Chris filed for candidacy in the upcoming midterm elections for councilor in Lucban, Quezon. The Tambalan show on Love Radio covers a wide range of topics, often focusing on relatable and engaging content for its listeners, including relationship advice, personal stories, life challenges, humor and entertainment, and listener interaction. I will share one of the recent and relatable episodes of Tambalan in our discussion forum.
Tambalan na! At eto na sila, ang nag-iisang masugid na tagahanga ni Nicole Yala. Chris Chuper! Kasama ang nag-iisang diehard fan ni Chris Chuper, Nicole Yala! Dear Nicole and Chris.
Dear Nicole and Chris.
Dear Nicole and Chris.
Dear Nicole and Chris.
You can listen to Tambalan on Love Radio through several platforms including the Love Radio website, Love Radio mobile app, YouTube, social media, and other online radio broadcasting websites such as radio.org.ph. For our discussion, I would like to ask the following questions. Number 1. In the context of producing a radio magazine, what are the key responsibilities of the host or presenter, and how do their approach and style influence the overall tone and engagement of the program? And number 2, why might it be beneficial to have two presenters working in a lively dialogue style? Can you provide examples of successful presenter duos? That's it for our discussion. I hope you have a great week ahead. Thank you and goodbye.